The Bible records many miracles and supernatural events, all attesting to the sovereignty and infinite power of God in various circumstances and His direct intervention in the created world. Among the long list of biblical miracles, one stands out as perhaps the most intriguing and possibly the strangest: the miraculous resurrection of a man who came back to life simply by touching the bones of a dead prophet. This event is recorded in chapter 13 of the second book of Kings. Unlike other miracles that involved a prophet's word, the laying on of hands, or even prayer, this miracle happened spontaneously. A dead body was thrown into a grave and, unexpectedly, the man came back to life. To understand this strange miracle, we need to delve into the life and ministry of the prophet Elisha, whose story helps contextualize God's power that manifested even after Elisha's death. Elisha was chosen by God to succeed Elijah, one of the most prominent prophets of the Old Testament. God instructed Elijah to anoint Elisha as his successor. When Elijah found Elisha, he was a young man plowing the field with 12 yokes of oxen, indicating a relatively prosperous background. However, when called by Elijah, Elisha abandoned everything, sacrificed his oxen, and burned his plowing equipment, fully committing to God's call. Elisha became Elijah's assistant and apprentice, accompanying him to many crucial moments. The climax of their relationship occurred when Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind without tasting death. Before Elijah was taken, Elisha made an audacious request: "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." This request wasn't merely about performing double the miracles or having more power. It was about inheriting the prophetic ministry and responsibilities of Elijah. After Elijah's ascension, Elisha's first recorded miracle was parting the Jordan River using Elijah's mantle, symbolizing that God's Spirit had now rested on Elisha, confirming him as the new prophetic leader in Israel. Throughout his ministry, Elisha performed numerous notable miracles. Except for Jesus Christ, Elisha is the person most involved in miracles in the Bible. His life demonstrated God's power in a time of great apostasy and idolatry in Israel. But at the end of his life, Elisha faced his own mortality. Despite the many miracles and divine interventions through him, Elisha was still human, subject to death due to the original sin. In 2 Kings 13 verse 14, we learn that Elisha was very ill, soon to die. Even so, up to his last moments, he provided guidance to the king of Israel, Jehoash, in both military and spiritual matters. After Elisha's death and burial, it seemed that his ministry had ended. However, God reserved one more miraculous sign through Elisha. Shortly after Elisha's death, Israel was invaded by Moabite raiders. The Moabites, historically frequent enemies of Israel, renewed their attacks during the harvest season when cities were more vulnerable. In this context of chaos and vulnerability, a group of Israelites threw the body of a dead man into Elisha's tomb to avoid being caught by the raiders. When the dead man's body touched Elisha's bones, he was miraculously revived. This strange miracle served as a clear sign that despite appearances, God was still in control. His presence was active in Israel even in times of darkness and uncertainty.